Hello, everybody. Um, Today I'm going to play a game of chess, but before I do that, I want to take a quick look at the game I played previously. It never feels good to lose a game in like 20 moves, so I do want to look at it and probably try and take something away from it so I don't do an opening like that again where I absolutely get my butt handed to me in 20 moves. So we're going to take a quick look, and then I'm going to look for a game and do another game of chess. So let's get started on that. So here's the game. I'm going to go into the analysis board. So obviously, right from the beginning, let's just go to the beginning of the game here. This bishop was a bad choice. I end up getting beaten more often than I should because of this queen move. It puts pressure in multiple places, and it becomes difficult to deal with, right? Order, I guess, is really important here. And just be basic. Knight move, pawn move. Well, then you can do the bishop, I guess. I don't know why the computer tells me that's okay. Because if they do the queen move, then you can basically shatter their structure, right? Don't do this on move 3. Like that's, I guess, the takeaway. There was other further choices that weren't so great. This is a bad choice right here, this pawn push. But again, because I've made this choice, I need to develop my bishop, and it's all backwards. My opponent is way too fast, and you can see it's already plus 1.2. It's just a bad opening choice, right? So I'm going to try and remember that if I do play this sequence, this exchange sequence from the Caro-Kann, I think it is, that perhaps it's just easier. I mean, it's even telling me to move my queen to stop them from doing this right away, right? So it's a very, very important idea to keep in mind is your queen here followed by this knight, going in here and coordinating on this square as well with this rook, right? All of that comes so fast. And if you're not careful, you're going to be in trouble right away, right? Even in the sequence right here, it's like, just what simple move like a bishop here is already losing. And in order to not be losing, you got to play this incredibly complicated sequence of moves that has you going into a self pin. They take, I can take back, queen takes, and they're even, it's very dangerous. It doesn't feel good, and it's just not a good opening. So we're going to try and play a different game today, one that's not going to be bad openings. I'm going to try and make it through the opening and actually play a full game of chess, maybe. So let's see if we can get anyone. Okay, 2015 rated player. Are they going to make a move? They're going to make a move. Okay. Let's continue on with my Caro-Kann type stuff. I think I'm always black is never my favorite. I'm never very strong with black. And trade. They're probably going to push. Most people like doing the closed. Oh no, they're going to trade. Okay, again, gotta remember this is an issue. Bishop, not bishop first, knight first. So my choices are knight here, pawn push first. Well, I don't want to do the pawn push because I want to keep this bishop at least somewhat open. Right, so let's go with the knight first because I don't want this immediate jump. Now, what I did see in the computer, okay, this feels like a little bit of a slow move this here, blocking up my bishop, obviously. So I could bring my bishop out and then bring my queen to stop this idea. Let's be solid. Bring out the next knight. I mean, they could play bishop here, and then then they're controlling all the light squares. It means my development has to be different. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just doing a small bishop move in the long run. I could fianchetto my bishop. Got to be careful about that idea in the long run, right? There's a lot of pieces staring down my king side. Hmm. Not sure what exactly I want to do yet. I mean, there's this tactic where I can take. Where the idea is, well, my pawn push, they take. No, that's not going to work either. Well, let's begin putting pressure here. So the idea is I'm going to bring my bishop out. I'm going to bring my knight back, and then we're going to put a lot of pressure right there. I'm prepping this advance right here. I have to be careful. Immediate jumps just lose pawns. I could play just my bishop. Well, the bishop just is fine right here if I want to play my knight back to get this advance in. I think the key to this position is this pawn push right here. I need this break, I guess. Castling feels a little dangerous, I think. I mean, the queen here. Queen to c7. I don't understand this move. This move feels also rather wasted. There's a lot of pawn moves going on. I could play it right now, and if they take, knight takes, bishop takes. They go queen here. I wonder if this is timely, whether I should do this now before castling. It does saddle me with an isolated pawn. I'm not sure the ideal move here. I mean, let's calculate it a little bit. Pawn takes, they take. My knight takes, they take. My bishop takes, they go queen here. I go queen here. If they castle, I can always give check and win the queen. So maybe it's okay. What if I pawn push, they take, I take. I pawn push, they take, I take, they take, bishop takes, and then they castle, and then I castle. Yeah, you know, we're gonna do that. We're gonna try this because this is now a threat. They have to take, and I got this break in, and that's what I need to do because this was holding my position, the center back, right? I mean, it might be okay to take with the knight if I take with the bishop. No, I don't think that's worth it. So they have to react to this pawn push. I can see they're pretty. Maybe they ignore it, in which case I castle. Yeah. See, now they've just dropped a piece, haven't they? This pawn push just loses a piece, doesn't it? What if I castle? So let's say I castle, and then they take, and then I take, and then the knight takes, and then the bishop takes, and then the queen takes, and then I play rook here. So I think I can still get away with this. The idea is if they take first, My rook will win the queen in the end, at the end of the exchange. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think I'm missing something. I think that they're I don't see it. And then I just play rook here. And then I win the queen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's get this rook active. So this is now a threat. Okay. This bishop isn't a happy camper, but I could just fianchetto it and get it on the long diagonal. I think that feels pretty good. So let's... So this... I go here, then I have to block. I mean, it's not the end of the world. So the idea is I go here. The thing is if I move my bishop now, this is an issue because I can't block it like this. But I suppose the knight can come down. Queen here seems pretty good. Well, it blocks my bishop from retreating. But then I could force a dark square bishop exchange. Yeah, I think I'm moving very fast. I should really think more about these moves. It's just my opponent has got 30 minutes and they're moving like, you know, very, very quickly. Yeah, okay, because I need to defend this knight. This knight is... I dropped this pawn in the long run, but I'm pretty sure if I take with the queen, it's poison. So the idea is if they take and I take with the queen and they take this pawn, yeah, that's poison. Because if they do take this piece... Well, I don't know if it's poison. They're up a pawn, but I like my position much, much more. Right or left? So now they have to come back. I dropped this pawn, but I really like my position. These bishops are going to be very, very strong. Right, with the idea of eventually like rook over and stuff like that. I mean, this alone is pretty intense. And there's lots of opportunities to... They got to watch out for this. This is just losing a piece. So they have to be a little bit careful. So they have to come back here, yeah. Okay. Take, they take, I give check, I give check, I give mate. I think this pawn is free for the taking. There's lots of opportunities here. So the idea is if I take it, if they take back, then this move is pretty much unstoppable. If I take here and they push, that's pretty much unstoppable. If I take and they don't react to it, and let's say they play, what would be an answer to that? I mean, there's this here. You know, I'm going to take it. I think because this is pretty much unstoppable. And if they take it, it's mate. If they don't take it, I mean, my rooks are just so powerful. Like, they're so open, and this knight's so far away, and this queen's so far away, and this bishop is so far away, right? You know, maybe what I do is, yeah, okay. I could take it. See, now I've gotten myself into all sorts of um I mean, if I back up and give check, that's a pretty big threat too, isn't it? I back up, they take. I give check. King comes over, pawn's here. I mean, I could play queen here. Their queen comes over, my rook comes up. I could take the pawn, but then this pushes an issue. But then I can deal with that issue with queen right here. But let's say I take the pawn and they play queen here. This pawn push. This is making my brain hurt. Attacking chess is not really my chess. Let's work it out a little bit here. If I take this pawn and they swing their queen over, I can pawn push, which I'm probably going to need to because this check is an issue. If they do this push here, no, that ain't going to work. That's really dangerous. Let's... I back up. They take. Queen here. Queen here to defend. Rook up. I think it's okay. All right, well, I'm now down a piece, but there's attacking. There's this move here too, though. I didn't see that right away. Yeah. This is more direct, isn't it? This is very direct. I feel like there should be opportunities here. Let's see. Rook here. How do they respond? They can play rook here, but then that runs into this. But then they play that. What if I play this now and then play rook here? No. This feels very, very forcing. I'm threatening all sorts of stuff with this. I mean, like, let's say I go rook here, and then I go queen here. Yeah. All right, let's try some forcing stuff. This is as forcing as I can see. Maybe I bring my other rook over. This is a threat. If they do this is always a sequence I can take now, I think. I'm down a piece, but I feel like I have quite a lot of play here because it's like this piece is behind and this piece is behind, and all my pieces are starting to coordinate on the attack, and their king is very unsafe. They have to react to this right away. I don't really see, like, if they... Okay. If I go queen right here, that's an issue. I could do rook right here first with check. If the king comes up, then I can give check. And then we get into all sorts of nastiness. I think the rook is the one that first has to move here. Because if, for example, I go rook here, see, this pawn is an issue too. I mean, you can bring the rook right over. I'm a little worried that, for example, if I do rook right here and the king comes up and I go queen right here and they, for example, have to go here and then I give another check. I mean, that feels pretty good, which means that if I go here and the king comes up and I go queen here, then this is an issue. So let's say I give check and the king goes probably safer right here. I mean, rook over bishop here. So obviously, what my opponent's probably going to do is when I give check, they're probably just going to dive into here. And then if I move my queen right here, I can't really take, because when I take with the queen there, queen comes over here and we get the queen trade and I just lose. But let's say, for example, I give check and the king goes here and I go queen here and then they have a move. I mean, I could just rook double and then I'm threatening this right away. I need to move quickly. So any move I have to have right now has to be super forcing. It has to be super specific. Take, rook takes, queen check. Bishop block. I can take this rook. So if I take here, they can't take with the rook because this is an issue. No, it's not, because if I take rook takes and I give check, they're just going to dive right over. This feels very forcing because if they, for example, play knight here, then I could give... They have to do a move like this right away. And I have both rooks. I mean, I could do queen right here first. And if they pick up bishop back, I go queen here. They block. I'm starting to think that this is probably the best start, but I don't see the follow-up when they play rook here to stop me. Okay, I can't see anything. I think I think they're defending very, very well. If they do play bishop back, then I think I can take right here. I gotta be careful because that knight move runs into this. Queen here. Feels quite strong. If I go queen here, could take that right now. I can do this. I give check. King has to go in the corner. If I go here, they bring queen over. That won't work because that's there. So let's say I bring my queen up and they begin development naturally. Yeah. See, the thing is they can't move their knight here because as soon as they do, then they're in a whole heap of trouble. So perhaps maybe the best move here is queen right here, right? Queen right here, and bishop here. Like they're probably, what I'm going to do is queen right here. They're probably going to do queen here. Bishop here. King over. Check. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I feel like I should have something. Queen right here. I could take this right now. But I don't know if that gets me anything. If I give check right now, king has to go here. I mean, I could give check, king goes here, and then I bring this rook up right here. I mean, that's pretty dangerous, having two rooks right here and here. Maybe my long-term goal is to, like, give check along this diagonal. But then, you know, doing that allows them to start developing their knight. But they can do that anyway because this is guarded. So the idea is I'm going to do this. And the rook comes up. And then I want to play queen here. And I should be able to get something out of that, whether it be mate or not. I'm not sure. It looks like it's going to be a mate. This rook comes all the way up with it. Let's discuss that first. So rook here. They're probably going to want to trade. And then I can start doing things like check, check. Yeah, we're gonna... So this is starting to become very, very... If they move this rook... I could go queen right here. I gotta be careful. Let's say I ignore this. They go queen here with check. I come up. They go queen here with check. I mean, it would be a draw. I'm not against a draw. But then here's the thing. Let's do this. Let's just check, takes, block. They can't go back because that's an issue. Okay, let's calculate it out. I take the queen, they take with their bishop. I kick the bishop. Bishop's got to go back, so it's probably going to go here. If it goes here, then I can basically play this push, and they have to probably go right here. Take with check, king over, take with checkmate. I think. So then I'm going to play this pawn push next. I guess they can dive all the way down here, couldn't they? No, I could just play this move right here. It's pretty force you to defend kind of move. Now, so I play this now because this bishop is off that diagonal. This feels strong. The reason why this feels strong is because this bishop is now off the diagonal. So I'm threatening this pawn. I'm also threatening lots of heavy mate stuff. And, like, you know, once I get to here, I don't see how they're stopping me. Attacking chess is not something I'm very comfortable with. I'm down a piece. You know, they could play this. And then what do I do if they play that? Do I just cash out? It's still hard to play, right? They're probably going to do rook here. I suppose then I take with the bishop, and if they take me, I take back with this bishop. And this is still an issue. I mean, if they do play, for example, here, and I go here, yeah, I think this is game over. Because when I play this, so check, and then this is mate, so they have to move this rook. This knight can't go anywhere. This bishop is a threatening move because then that's mate. Okay, so if I do check, king over, check, king here. I feel like there should be a very forcing mate here. I mean, let's say I play this move and they go knight here. And I just take the knight. No, if I go bishop here and they go knight here, this is mate. How are you dealing with that? I don't really see a way out of it. This is mate. This is mate. And they resigned. That was a good game. Good game. I liked that. That was a tough one. I feel like I didn't play that very well, to be honest. I think there were moments my opponent probably could have won that one, even being down a piece. There's probably going to be tons of blunders in this game because of how sharp it was. Yeah, here they go. 2 full blunders. What were my blunders? Let's just take a quick look at that. Castling was a blunder, huh? See, the reason why I didn't play this move right here is because they can just kind of move their bishop, and I can't take because that's an issue. But I guess the computer really likes this space. I was going for the tactic, but the computer says, no, don't even worry about the tactic. Get the space. Because where's this knight going to go? Right? You know, it can go back. Right? And then, you know, you're all sorts of, you're looking pretty good and everything like that, right? That was interesting. So the other blunder, yeah, okay, trading queens. That's kind of what I figured, because let's say that they do take it, and I was thinking they had to be here for some reason. But the thing is if I do this, they can just retreat, and this pawn is still guarded. But again, judging from the you know, realizing that this, if I had done this, and they kick me, and I take here, I mean, there's this move. What does the computer say? Yeah, they don't want you to trade, right? And then they're trying to do things like this, and then I have to take here. I guess it's still real bad. It says it's a draw. I don't, as a human player, I don't see this as a draw. I'd rather be black. I mean, look how vulnerable their king is, you know. It looks as if I matched a 20 move loss with a 28 move win. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.